I need them every day. Got it.
So we are live on YouTube. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Happy Quarterfinals Day. Some people opened their presents early this morning. Some just opened them a half hour ago.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. About that. Yes.
So we're here with the normal Clydesdale Fitness and Friends crew. Amy Radowski, Kat Shear, and Charlie Odie. And we have a special friend in with us today, Catherine Butler from Fantasy Fitnessing. And she did some research and had extra time to get that research in this morning to look at what movements were good for people and what were not. So we'll talk to her a little bit today as well. But we are doing this as a regular roundtable. This is not a quarterfinals only show, but we'll talk about quarterfinals because it is happening today. So my first question about quarterfinals is, Amy, you have a busy weekend. You have qualified for quarterfinals. Are you going to be able to get the workouts in time to do the quarterfinals?
I do not have to do them yet because I'm Masters, and Masters is not until April 21st.
I thought you qualified for both. No.
89th percentile.
Poor thing.
That's okay. That's really okay. I'll be a Masters. That's just fine with me.
If you would have kept going on that one redo,
if I would have just you're right. I quit after that redo. I stopped in the middle.
Yep.
So this year we have nobody doing the quarterfinals. I just missed it by about 89%.
Yeah, we didn't have anyone do it last year either. Right?
Yeah, we didn't.
Nobody did it last year.
Well, you did because it was just the same workouts over and over and over again. But
these are kind of the same workouts over and over again too. If you look closely, I mean, not a whole lot of difference. I mean, the one thing I'm very excited about is the new total.
Yeah.
Total workout. So
I love that the
max bench, clean, and overhead squat. I think we should do a little like math and see if we were to use all three of our PRs, what would our scores be in that workout? A little quick calculation here.
Bench, clean, and overhead squat?
Yes. Your bench, your clean, and your overhead squat. My number came out way lower than I expected it to. Just because I'm used to the other total number for me, which is much higher.
Okay, hold on.
Mine would be 700.
Power clean or squat clean?
Doesn't matter.
It's about the same anyways.
The same.
Hey, Charlie. Mine would be 467.5.
Wow, that's specific.
Well, I just PR'd my bench. That's why.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I would be at 475.
Nice.
I think I'd be around 430.
430. Solid. Charlie
would get about 460 just on his bench.
Right.
It's a good thing because he'd only get 85 on his overhead squat.
Right. 760.
760. Come on, dude.
That's right.
These are existing documented TRs. We didn't say when they're from. We just said
they could be lifetime.
What are you listing as your overhead squat PR?
135.
And you're still 760? Did I miss add?
I saw you like rolling your eyes using your head. You need to use your actual phone.
The old calculator.
Ironically, maybe not ironically, my clean and my overhead squat 1 rep max are the same number.
My clean is a little bit more, but that's actually not a good movement for me.
No, mine's 700.
My heels don't need to be down on this overhead squat.
You just got to be below parallel, my friend.
PRs are not always pretty, but they count.
That is the truth.
See?
I'm curious as to what the bench press standard is going to be, because that's going to be a hard one to.
No bouncing.
to judge? Well, bouncing is can your butt come off the ground, or can your butt come off the bench?
So during team series, your butt had to stay on the bench and your feet had to stay on the ground.
Okay.
But could you be in that super tight, like powerlifting arch? You just have to keep your back on the ground.
I would think so, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that was back in the Castro days, though.
Still pause.
Yeah, I don't know. Have we looked? Have anyone looked? One night, I'll go.
I tried to go to the
scour.
quarterfinals workouts, and it was an empty page. It says it hasn't been loaded, which I find very,
ironic.
The fact things were dropped this morning, and then the website actually doesn't have the stuff.
Yeah. I was on YouTube as they were like deleting them. I kept like the boxes would just go from a picture to like the gray screen with the 3 white dots on it. I was like, okay, somebody's working on it. I'm just surprised that they were out there for so long.
Well, because did they drop at like midnight? Like, was it just an AM PM on the setting it on YouTube? Like, because that'd be super.
I'm guessing.
Accident.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that's what happened. But the fact that it took them almost 12 hours, well, 10 hours, 8 hours to figure it out. That's
they were all
crazy
asleep
to me, I guess.
That's crazy. But the other point is that like the videos don't tell you the whole story. You need to read like the workout descriptions to get all the standards, and those did not drop. So I wonder how many people like said, okay, I've got the cheat code, I'm going to go do it.
Maybe they did a walkthrough.
I talked to one athlete today who said she was going to try to do it before and get one in. And I said, well, that's pretty risky because you don't know what the standards are, and you could have wasted an entire full effort on something that you have to redo.
Mm-hmm. True.
A few hours advantage isn't going to make or break anybody's moving forward. Like anyone that's going to move forward, like there'll be a few people, maybe some shuffle in the last few spots, but they'll like the number of people that are getting a few hours early is going to affect is really few. Yeah, I'd be shocked if it just sort of messes things up and doesn't feel as fun or as good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like the excitement pulled out from under you.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, so it seems like maybe they sent details for the workouts just to the inboxes of the people that are competing. Because they're not on the game site. And technically you should be able to do a workout now, right? I mean, you've had 40 minutes to complete a workout. And I mean, you would think they need to post it on the game site because if you're a judge, you need to know what the standards are.
Well, and like if you're a box owner and all sorts of things,
right?
Like,
and there's nothing on here,
and there's
on
this
the
big
website
word
at all.
Community, to let the community know what's going on.
Oh wait, and then it says event descriptions workout are here, and they give.
So I apologize. My internet is a little bit unstable for some reason.
All right, so I did find the link for the workouts on the website, but they're not. It's a super secret link. It's not the actual link that you would use to navigate on the website. So what do we want to know?
Need to know basis, and you don't need to know.
I guess. Which is that bench press one? Is that?
It's number 4.
Yeah.
Number 4. Let's see.
I'm super excited about that one. They do like member of the month workouts, and that was my member of the month workout. Was the other total?
Really?
I love it. It's the best. I also like the normal totals, but the other total is just fun. It's different.
Let's see. Movement standards. Oh wow, they even tell you.
Oh.
Can you drop the link in the chat? Because I can't find it.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Athletes must get this. Bench press. You have to put tape marks on your bar.
What?
That can't be more than 40 inches apart, so that you can't do a super wide grip.
Okay.
All right.
Why would you?
No part of the athlete's hand may be wider than 40 inches. If
Listen,
any part of the athlete's hand
once,
makes. Isn't that crazy?
I guess the
You guys.
length of motion.
Just recently it happened because I was doing this like 10 or 12 week bench program, and I had PR. It was like each week was PRing, and then it was like, okay, now I'm going for, this will be a 10-pound PR. I was like, I'm gonna try something new, and I just went real wide, and it didn't go well. So you shouldn't try something brand new when you're trying to PR.
Yeah, it's 2 little arms.
All right, so they can bounce. You can bounce the bar as much as you want. It has to make contact with your chest. You have to leave your feet on the ground or on plates, your butt on the bench, and your shoulders on the
down.
bench.
Mhm.
You know who's gonna do
So
well
during the
this?
lift, if the feet come off the floor at any point, or the shoulders and or buttocks come off the bench, the attempt will not count.
Who? Charlie.
Oh, Coach James Townsend,
Oh yeah.
friend of the program.
So this is weird too. It says something. It says at the top of the bench, it says that before lowering, the athlete must pause with the arms clearly extended and the bar over their torso. That's fine. But then it says at the top, the athlete must pause briefly with the bar at full extension before the bar is re-racked.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
why would you put the
that's
word
standard.
briefly in there? Like, just say you have to
Because you
pause.
can't just throw it back.
And it might, if you have somebody spotting you, to show control to full lockout before they like help.
Right. Oh, I totally get it. I'm just saying that the one point they say the athlete must pause, and then at the second time they say the athlete must pause briefly.
Oh,
It's like it's just
Just-
extra
okay,
words
I
that
gotcha.
don't make sense.
you're bothered by the semantics here,
I am, yeah. That's
not the rule, just the.
my
language.
problem. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna put
That'll
it
be
in.
on your next cat rant.
Words matter.
Talk about words.
Words matter.
So, Catherine, did you get any research on any of these movements or workouts to see if anybody would stand out in any of them?
There isn't really like a lot to pull because we've never maxed out some of that stuff. It's really, I just pulled people that like lifting heavy stuff. And one guy that kind of I'm interested to see is actually Zach Watts.
Mm.
I feel like he
Like
could come out on this one.
What do you think about Justin Madero's top end strength? That's just a
Yeah.
long-term joke on here.
It's probably not there. He'll probably be middle of the
Yeah,
pack.
he just
though.
doesn't have it.
He's just not there, but that's also, it's 1 of 5 scores. He'll be like good enough. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mhm.
Not too worried, but like Guy, Jeffrey Adler,
Yep.
Travis Mayer, maybe Alex Vino in there. Yeah.
Are we gonna see a 400-pound clean from anybody?
James Townsend.
Oh, yeah. I bet Royce could probably do that.
That'd be cool.
But somebody can do a 400-pound clean.
I
Can you
I
do a
keep
heavy
losing connection, guys.
overhead
I'm
squat?
sorry.
Yeah.
You're fine. We're still
We're just
talking.
going along without you. Okay.
He could probably do a 400-pound clean.
Who?
Who's that?
Guy?
Gee.
And he could probably do a really heavy overhead squat.
Yeah. Yeah,
Do it all at
because
once. Just clean
I
it,
feel like-
slide your hands out.
I
in
feel
terms
like-
of heavy snatches, like Zach Watts had a 310-pound snatch at Mid-Atlantic.
Yeah.
Guy had 305 at the games. Yeah, and those guys are pretty much, they're squat snatching those, so they can,
Overhead squat. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
they're
feel like
gonna
Noah
overhead squat
Olsen
way
would
more
do
than that.
good.
Yeah.
Was it 2014 they had the overhead squat at the games? And the numbers were near 400.
Okay, so they'll definitely be there.
Like Rich went for 400. He didn't get it, but he tried.
He should have got 395.
Right.
You know, like 390 or something like that.
Interesting.
Hmm.
So the only other thing that I noticed in these workouts, assuming there aren't typos or that they're actually correct, women have to wall ball to a 10-foot target.
Chase Ingram is going to be so happy seeing that.
Yeah, this shorty is not happy about that.
I have other dudes that are like 6 feet tall being like, why do you get a shorter target? I was like, because I'm a girl and I will take advantage.
Right.
I know guys that are not 6 feet tall and still want to complain. Why do you
Yeah.
do that?
CrossFitters complaining?
Never.
No.
Yeah, 10-foot target. So that kind of sucks. I mean, at least it's a 14-pound ball, so it's not impossible, but good thing I'm not in the quarterfinals.
Next year.
I figure, if you make it there, it shouldn't matter, right?
It's funny. Back in the day, they never programmed a 9-foot target at our gym for the females.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it didn't change until we started participating in the Open.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true.
Any other surprises? I mean,
I-
I heard somebody. Go ahead. Sorry.
I thought Brian made a good point on the Sevon podcast about that even though 1 and 5 are very similar to what they were last year, they made the point of entry much easier so that people could actually get a score, where last year 5 started with a 185 snatch for the men, 135 for women. This year it starts with the row into the box jump, and then the same for event 1, it is the dumbbell lunges. And last year it was the handstand push-ups. And so last year, like half the men did not sign up and pay the $50, probably because they knew there was a couple workouts they'd get a 0.
Mm-hmm.
And this year they've made it so that it's easy to get a score on every workout, most likely because they think they can get more money from people signing up knowing they can score in every workout.
I mean, that's a good business decision.
I mean, it's more fun for everybody that can make it. That can't, like,
Right.
We've essentially split like workouts out of the Open into quarterfinals. So to then also let the top 10% actually compete is good too. So then everyone can actually see where they stack up.
And Brian used himself as an example. He does not have a 185-pound snatch, but now there's a top problem, most likely a tiebreaker. Getting to that point, he can compete for the tiebreaker and try to then PR the snatch and at least get something in.
Right. And put in a score for sure.
Yeah, I was looking at that because with the one with the ring muscle ups, like I would be able to do the pistols, the GHDs, and then be done,
Right.
And
Instead of
spend
starting with the
10 minutes trying to get a muscle up.
Don't you get me started on that.
I know.
12 years,
Yeah.
Amy. It's time to
It's
get
not been 12 years, just 9.
Well, everyone can rebound on the box for the burpee box jump over, in case anyone was wondering. You can jump off the box. You don't have to step
Okay.
down.
Maybe it's just a standard based on like round of the season that the Open will be stepping down, and then quarters. Hopefully,
well, and I guess because
everybody...
you're going into another burpee too. So anyway, like it's not really a bunny hop move, but you can definitely jump off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just super annoying to me that you have to use the link in the Facebook post, in the comments of the Facebook post, to get to the description workout. You can't just go on the website and find it. That's kind of dumb. And it looks like, I don't know if you guys saw the link that I shared with us, but it looks like it's a test site. If you look at the thumbnail.
I don't see any link that you shared.
So I just heard that they forgot the new password. They reset it to this morning to be able to get there. So they're going through the forgot password protocol right now to reopen it up so that people can see the description.
You're kidding.
Is that a joke?
Yes, that's a joke.
Okay.
Oh.
It's just so close. It could be real.
Right. That's why I was like, that's got to be it.
Yeah. So the thumbnail that I sent with the link, it says 2022, and then underneath it says test.
Where did you send this? I don't have it.
On Discord?
Oh.
Sorry. Oh, I could have sent it in the group chat.
I thought you were sending in the chat. That's why.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Switch platforms on us.
Yep.
Well, they do call the workouts tests now, right? So it could be test 1, test 2.
I don't know. All I know is it's in an unlisted part of the website. It's not in a public part of the website where you can actually get to it if you're just browsing around, which is kind of really stupid.
Yeah, that's
so it's funny when they were bringing all the tech stuff like in-house, we're like, oh sweet, things can get better. Yeah, they're not like outsourcing it. I was like, oh my god, this is not better.
No, not so far, not so much. I don't even, am I dumb, but I cannot even figure out the app. Like the CrossFit Games app, when everyone's like posting their percentages and the pretty little graphics and
Yeah.
everything. Like,
Yeah.
I don't,
It took them a while to put the percentages up there.
oh, and guess what? There was an announcement yesterday about on their Facebook page. By the way, if you qualified for the quarterfinals and an age group qualifier, but you don't do the quarterfinals, you're automatically going to be a level 8 or something like that. And I'm making up the numbers and the language, but it was very specific to those levels that they've talked
Yeah.
about, which are nowhere right now. So like, what is the relevance of making that comment about, by the way, if you do this, you're going to be a level 8 no matter what? What the heck is a level 8? I don't even know what that means.
I don't know either.
I have no idea. I've tried to look at what the levels thing means and then
Yeah.
how it's going to be used. And
Have they
I think
assigned the
together.
levels yet?
Cat.
No, but
You mean
it
this?
sounds like, yeah, but now it sounds like they're like making comments about levels as if people should know about them when they haven't announced them and they're not available to anybody. So it's just like, what are you talking about? Sorry, it's frustrating.
is the whole point of that to like handicap, kind of like golf? Like, is that the intention with the levels?
I think
something
so.
like
I think it's
that?
to like create some fair play for people that are doing other licensed events outside of the games and the open, so that you can't like sandbag, you can't be scaled if you're really like an RX athlete.
Okay.
But I'm trying to find where I found that. They probably deleted that too. It's just frustrating. Like, I had such high hopes.
I just also find it
This stuff-
interesting that all of this is on Facebook. And I was like, I'm never on Facebook. I live on
Right.
Instagram. Why are you not posting this?
Mhm.
Like, the software is owned by the same company. And if you put on Instagram, it pushes it to Facebook.
Right.
You can post it once. Why is
Right.
it not on both?
Exactly.
Interesting.
I don't know. All right.
Well,
so
what
what's
else is
happening?
new?
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Well, I mean,
I'm able to snatch again.
There you go.
Nice.
real
Yeah.
good.
I was cramped up all last night, but yeah.
Details.
I think it's because I finally had confidence to like explode into the movement for the first time in a very, very long time. And I was explaining it this morning that like I had total body awareness through the snatch for like the first time in a long time. Like I felt the hip hop, I felt the turnover, all that stuff. And now I'm hurting. Because it felt so good. I
hurting
just
or
wanted
you're
to like
sore?
keep doing it. What's that?
Are you like hurting or you're just sore?
I'm sore. Yeah, no pain, just like achy from using muscles I haven't used in a while at that explosion.
We did lunges yesterday. What kind? Oh, we had a hero workout, DG, and my quads are exploding today. Like
Tell us more.
it's it's a 10-minute AMRAP, but and it's every hero WOD is so sneaky, So it was 10-minute AMRAP, 8 toes to bar, 8 dumbbell thrusters with 25s for women, and then 12 walking lunges.
Oh, it's the lunges. They get you every time.
That's what I mean. It's totally
Right?
the lunges. I mean, that's what I love and hate about lunges at the same time. So effective.
Yeah.
But so effective.
I want to give a quick shout out to Lisa Marie. This is her first live she's ever made it to, and she's super excited.
Lisa.
What's up, Lisa?
I know Lisa.
Lisa Marie.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I've decided that we are lunging at least once every 2 weeks in my gym.
Okay.
Programming.
Okay.
If necessary. So next week.
Remind me which
On
day
it
not
again.
to show up.
You should
Right?
throw some Curtis Peas in there.
Oh, I love Curtis peas.
Right?
Yeah. When did I first do that one? Back in like 2014. It was when I was following Push Jerk programming. Push Jerk likes to do Curtis peas a lot.
Yeah, we lunge a lot at Polaris. A lot. Lately it seems like twice a week.
That's great. It's good for you.
Whatever you say.
Especially if you're not doing pistols or want single-legged squats, right? It's kind of the same thing. What else is going on? How's Schmoopy? I haven't heard anything about the Schmoopster.
Listen, Schmoop was home for spring break, and it was not I was just had a really busy week. We had a lot of kind of tragedies in our family, and so I was leaving unexpectedly to attend to other things, so I didn't get to spend as much time with him. But the good news is he only goes to school like till the end of April, and then he's home.
Oh wow, that's great.
Right. So I'm excited about that.
Very
Do we
cool.
expect him back in the gym? 6 a.m.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Has he found fitness at school? Does he like work out?
He did it the like first semester, and then then he just let it kind of go. But I just messaged him this morning. I was like, going to the gym will improve your mood and your health.
So he
That's
went
great.
mom, and then he went dad.
Yeah, he was like, Mom.
Charlie, how's your fitness going? Are you still consistent, showing up on time?
Well,
About that.
depends on what you consider consistent.
Okay.
That's
You
just
started to
2
do
days
real
I
good.
haven't been here.
Till this morning.
That was it.
Did you cherry pick this morning? Was something happening you didn't want to do?
No, I don't know if it was cherry picking or adult beverages. I don't really know. Can't really put my
Right.
finger on it, but yeah.
Very cool. Anybody
But
do anything
road to
fun
the
this
games.
weekend? Are we going to do any shows this weekend? Are we
Um,
Are we going to talk after some of the events? Talk about leaderboard? Are we just going to?
Yeah, I think just some short ones, probably after like 4:00 each day. I'm a bachelor this weekend, so just me and Walter in the house.
Okay.
So I got nothing better to do. So I'll hop on, and whoever can jump on with me.
I'm going to be in New York City. So I'll be out.
I'm going to be here, but I'll be watching baseball on TV. But I can take a break probably because my kid won't be pitching, so it's fine.
And you can have the game running at the same time. Who cares?
It's true. It's true. I can have all
Just
the
don't
screens.
yell at the screen.
All the screens going. Fun fact: William and Mary beat Duke in baseball on Tuesday, 14-3.
Whoa.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
And their lineup hit 3 home runs off of 3 pitches, 3 consecutive pitches, 3 home runs.
Wow.
Now, I'm not saying they had their scrub Tuesday lineup at Duke, maybe. I don't know, but they beat Duke 14-3. So I'm not going to let those details ruin the good story.
Right.
That's right.
What's going on up there in Canada, Catherine?
Not a lot, just spring break this week. So kids have been around, and I know Dave wants to hop on some of the calls looking at the leaderboard and stuff this weekend.
Okay.
Nothing too major. We were just in Banff for a few days, so we got away.
Good.
So that's always good. Having Banff an hour away is lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys all get your leaderboards in for quarterfinals?
No.
Fantasy fitnessing boxes? Okay, you need to do that.
Box
Now that you know the
picking,
workouts.
you got to pick just one of 5 athletes. Easy
Yeah, I
peasy.
liked it. Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah, this was a quick pick. This was like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's pretty
But there's
easy.
a couple boxes that I'm like, oh, I'm going to be changing this one every day until I actually
Yeah, who
really
did you
until the
finally
computer
land on?
box.
Who'd you land on with your ladies? Christy,
I think I took Barnhart.
Barnhart. Who else was in that bracket?
There's Barnhart,
Christy,
Spiegel, Christy, Ariel Lowen, and Emma Carey.
Yeah, I took Ariel.
I was going to say, I like Ariel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's any of those
I know
4.
Yeah, I know Dave picked Danny, but I don't know. I just feel like she's not really been that sharp lately.
Well, she's
Although-
up training with Alex Smith now.
Oh, so she's not in Invictus anymore?
I don't think so. She's been at Ben Smith's gym. What's the name of it?
Krypton.
Krypton. Yeah.
Oh, so she's training with Laura Horvath.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting. I did
And
not
then
know that.
and then I saw, what was something else Dave just sent to me? Something about Chandler Smith that I feel like
He got engaged.
He got engaged.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I missed that.
Yes,
Yeah.
he and Jesse Harper have made it official, and they're getting married. But if you told me he was leaving CrossFit New England, I'd be very happy.
I don't think that's the case because our boy Dex was up there with him last week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
he gave us a little
hitting the
scare.
quarterfinals with Ben Smith, Danny Spiegel, and Alex Smith, and the rest of the Krypton crew.
Good for him.
So that's who he's
Alex
throwing
went-
down with.
So Alec went back to
Dang.
Krypton.
Yeah, Alec moved back a while ago. So, and then
That's
I guess
super cool.
Laura's, I think, still there. So then Laura will probably be. So that'll be a really good quarterfinal environment.
Yeah, let's create some drama around Chandler not being at CF&E for.
Well, because then who's Barnhart doing them with?
Right. She should
Like-
go to Washington and be with Sam and Harry is what she should do.
Yeah, because who else from the comp train? Maybe some other, like, I'm sure other athletes are there, but not like the top sort of echelon anymore. Yeah, so I thought that was a big one that he's not doing it at CFNE.
That is kind of huge. That's telling. Interesting.
And who do we have him? We have Chandler Smith with Noah Olson, Sam Kwan, Alex Vigneault, and Matt Poulin in a box.
Yeah, I think I went with Noah.
Noah's going to win that one.
Yeah. But I
Matt
picked Noah
Poulin.
before I knew the workout.
I think I picked Matt Poulin.
Man,
Yeah.
Poulin. He had his moment in the sun.
You think it's a
Speaking of
flash in
Matt
the pan?
Poulin, who's that guy? Will we hear more from him?
We will on Monday. Full interview with the former college baseball player at the University of Utah, catcher, and second place finisher in this year's Open.
So cool.
And if you didn't see it today in our rig report, he talks about why the Open was important to him this year.
Does it talk about that the quarters are important to him?
He does. He actually said that he trained through the Open. It wasn't like he tried to peak for the Open, but it meant something to him the way it turned out.
Yeah, I would hope so. It'd mean
Yeah.
something to me if I got second place too. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and he's a really humble guy. The highlight for Kat will be that he picks up his dog
Oh,
and shows him to the camera.
good.
So you get a good view of his dog. But,
Excellent.
yeah.
Cannot wait. Where does he live?
Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. Does he train by himself? Is he, sorry, I don't mean to spoil all the news, but he's just like self-taught, kind of not really associated with
He is with Brute Strength.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
another
okay.
brute guy up top.
His coach is L,
Okay.
and he trains by himself in Oklahoma with his wife.
Very cool.
So,
Maybe we'll see him at semis.
and he still has a full-time job working at UPS.
Wow. That's impressive.
That's super impressive.
Yeah. And that's another reason why it's important, right? Because the more you get noticed, the more chance of sponsorships, the more chance of you making this a professional sport, and maybe he doesn't have to work at UPS anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's how he gets more training in. Squatting boxes.
Right.
That's true. It's true.
Keep those hips open. Sitting in this chair ain't doing it.
Yeah, I'm excited about this quarterfinal game. One, it starts and ends in one weekend, so we get to kind of see where we're all at.
Yeah.
And it is just a pick one of 5 in each box. And I did pick Christy in that box, just so you know. I know you guys were all wondering.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. She's not going to raise your membership if you don't pick her.
I don't know. She might. That's funny.
It's hard though when you see someone train every day and you see what they're doing and you're like, oh my God, that's amazing. And then not picking, it's hard.
Yeah.
That can also go the other way because our gym does that too, and Amy didn't pick me, so.
Oh, weird. I don't know how that happened.
Maybe it goes
Do we
back to
have-
the adult beverages.
I think it's exactly what it
Same
is.
thing.
Maybe.
Hey, Charlie's in the primal position again. Nah, I'm not going to pick him.
Do we know anything about? Have we heard anything about from Emma, Carrie?
We have
To
not.
wait and see how she performs this weekend, based on. I'm trying to think, are any of these workouts going to be challenging for her?
GHD.
If her back is bothering her. I mean, like a lot of them.
Yeah, like
Oh,
your back
burpee-
can flare up and so many things.
Yeah. Burpee box jump overs. Is it that insane height of box like we had to do
Nope.
last time?
2024.
Yeah, I checked that. Yeah.
First thing I looked at when I saw it. Am I going to see the cat 6-step walk up
Oh
to
my
a jump?
God. Yeah. Bless myself, pray, and then throw my arms out of their socket to get up there. Yeah. That was fun. Do you know what's funny? When we move those boxes, I have like 3 soft boxes and a bunch of wooden boxes. And when we moved them in the gym, I lined up the boxes next to each other. And that box that I used legit was probably 28.5 inches tall. It was not 30 inches. Like, and I didn't measure it just because, obviously I wasn't like moving forward or anything, but when those soft boxes, I guess like after time squish a little bit, and it was nowhere near inches tall. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe like and it was still really hard. So.
Yeah. So my last question to you guys for this is, do we think next week in the team group we're going to see the same workouts and the age group the same workouts again, or do you think they'll vary it up this year?
I'm hoping for the teams they make something teamish, because the open they didn't actually have to do the workouts; they were individual workouts. So are they actually going to be like team style
Throw-
events
throw a
versus
worm in
individual?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
At least some
Dave-
synchro stuff.
Yeah, just something easy to do that's like actually specialized to team.
Yeah. I hope.
When Dave was in charge, he made a point to tell people that this year quarterfinals was going to be different. That he heard the feedback loud and clear, and that they were going to make changes. He's not
And
part of
they
it
sure
now.
did.
He's not doing the programming, so I don't know. If I had to guess, I would say you're going to see some very convenient cut and paste workouts throughout the entire evolution of these quarterfinals. That's just me.
Could be.
Let's take a vote. Cut and paste or brand new? Charlie?
Cut and paste.
Kat?
Yeah, cut and
I
paste.
think team will be different. I hope that Castro had a structure already laid out that people can kind of insert the workouts into. And then age group, yeah, I would expect they would just be like the age group changes through the open would be the age group versions of these, would be my guess.
Except there is no bench for the age group.
Right.
I know.
Not yet.
That's
Like,
why I didn't.
why?
Not yet.
I don't know.
They only gave everyone else a couple weeks notice when they added the bench, so they still have 2 or 3 more weeks to change if they
Oh,
want to.
but I thought they already, they came out with all the equipment list.
Yeah, but the bench was a late add. The bench and the rower and something else
Oh.
weren't added until like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So,
So,
Yeah, so
our
a mixed
cat.
bag.
So our cat. What do you got?
oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be cut and paste. It's going to be Angelo DiCicco said it best. He said it's like stealing someone's homework and making just enough changes so that it's not called plagiarism. But you're basically taking the same ideas and just sort of tweaking them a little bit. That's what's going to happen, I think, the rest of this time.
I believe
So
that.
Amy, your final conclusion?
I think cut and paste.
Yeah, I think cut and paste too.
But from individuals to age groups, is that necessarily bad? Just to stir the pot a bit. Because in the open, age group and individuals all do the same. Yeah.
Personally, yes.
Okay.
Right. We don't want to do the same things that the young people do.
Yeah. Like people.
So
But
I
it depends on who you ask, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it would have been bad last year if they would have like lowered the height of the box on event 5,
Yeah.
decreased the volume on the GHD. Like there were just some things that were just too insane
For
if
master.
you're in the 50 and up levels. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, they shouldn't be the exact same. They should be like versions of that are just like the open workout. You look at the older age groups, they're different weights, different box heights, different like those kinds of adjustments that they apply through the open to me would make sense. It's really boring if you have made the individual and age group and do both.
Yeah,
But,
true.
like applying the same sort of approach as the age groups are scaled in the open to the quarters, to me would be kind of okay.
Yeah, potentially. But you know, in the open, you only get scaled if you're 55 plus. Everybody that's 54 and younger does exactly what the open people do.
but the
So
quarterfinals
that's the
are a
case.
different level than the open.
Yeah. That they could just insert scales into the age
Yeah, I mean, I
groups,
know it's a
whether in
different level, but
volume
it's
or...
still, you're still going to the CrossFit Games. Like that's the end goal, is to find people that are fit enough to do that. I mean,
But there are differences at the games from the age group to the open division.
well, there's whole different programming,
Right.
right? It's not even, they're not even the same workouts.
Then with that,
yeah.
then the age groups should be completely different programming. If it all
There you
leads
go.
down
That's
to
what I mean.
completely
Right.
different programming, then quarterfinals would be the time to split that, I would say.
Agreed.
That's the start of the competitive season.
Yeah.
I agree. I just think they've got other things to worry about unless it's already been, you know, really locked and loaded. You know, fix your internet first.
Yeah, I think the big one is team. If it's relay races again like last year of the open individual version, that's bad. If they add some synchro stuff and some things that require teamwork, I think that has to happen this year.
Yeah, because you're qualifying as a team, so you have to prove you can work as a team. That's an aspect of a team.
Yeah.
Well, with that, we'll let everybody head out for the rest of the Thursday. And we will see you most likely every day this weekend for a short little live, probably around 4 o'clock, I think is about when the leaderboard opens. But with all the technical issues lately, who the hell knows?
Yeah.
So we'll try to get it right when the leaderboard opens up around 4 o'clock Eastern time the rest of the weekend. And we'll see you then on the Clydesdale Fitness and Friends.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.